Hi everybody and welcome back to the Cook's Companion. I'm Nadine Hughes and I'm here with a recipe of the week, and this week we're talking about salad dressings. Now I know it's often really convenient and handy to just go to the grocery store and pick up the pre-packaged salad dressings, but sometimes they're really loaded in salt, in fat, in sugars, and other things that you have no idea what's even going into them. So it's nice to have in your sort of repertoire in the kitchen some go-to salad dressings that you can put together, without a recipe in front of you, because you're going to learn these really quick and easy and adapt them to your own style and your own taste. And then you can keep them in your fridge for about up to a week, okay, depending upon which salad dressing that you choose to go with. And don't just think salad for salad dressings. I like to make up a batch, particularly of one of the curry honey ones that I'm going to show you, and I drizzle it over roasted vegetables. I also then put it on over a piece of cheese and crusty bread as an appetizer. Sometimes stir them into the top of a soup, even just if it's a canned soup. Stir them into the top and add a little bit of punch to it as well. Okay, so I'm going to show you two. One is going to be an Asian sesame dressing that's really great on a salad, also on steamed green beans, in a carrot salad, anything like that. The other one I'm going to show you, as I said, is the honey curry dressing. So let's start with the sesame one. And it's really simple and easy to do. And again, I'm going to give you some of the measurements in the ingredients, and you can get the recipe if you're a member of the Recipe of the Week. Don't forget that on my email to you, you can click on to the title of the recipe and get the printed version. But I'm going to give you the ingredients, but don't forget, sometimes with salad dressings, you need to taste along the way, okay? So when I say 2 tablespoons, it might be 2 tablespoons in a pinch or something like that anyways, okay? But let's start off. What we've got is I have 1 garlic clove, finely minced, and about 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger as well. So starting to get some of those building the Asian flavors. And then I'm going to take 3 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. And yeah, you can measure it at home if you want, but I like to eyeball too. So 3 tablespoons of white wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. And again, these ingredients you can find anywhere in your local grocery store. So that's 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar. You're going to have 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. Okay, so a little bit less of the soy. That's going to give you your salt. We're not going to be adding any salt to this. Then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. Sesame oil is pretty strong, so you want to make sure that you do just put 2 teaspoons in there. And we're going to use a whisk and a bowl. You could put this in the blender if you wanted to, and just sort of add those ingredients together and mix them. Then I'm going to add half a cup of vegetable oil, and I'm going to whisk as I pour the oil in, and this helps just for the oil to come together with the salad dressing a little bit easier. So that's about half a cup. And it smells really beautiful because I smell the sesame oil gives a really gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance, and the ginger, of course, as well. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mess up my table, obviously, but I'm going to take some toasted white and black sesame seeds. Now, if you only had white sesame seeds, you can just toast them in a pan, dry roast them in a pan, but you can buy them already toasted, and they're great to have in your cupboard, because what I like to do with them is, sprinkle them on salads, sprinkle them on sandwiches, anything like that, over a grilled piece of fish or chicken. And I'm going to add that in all together. So it's as simple and as easy to do as that. I'm going to give it a taste. Yum. You know what would be really nice in here too is if I took a fresh orange and I squeezed it in there, but I don't have it here, so you're not going to be able to see it. But orange would brighten up the flavors as well. So really simple, easy to do. I can put this in a screw top jar, put it in my fridge, and use that now for the whole week. And as I said, it would be lovely on, even if you shaved some carrots and added a couple of currants to them and then drizzled this over top, so a nice carrot salad. It would be really nice on a cucumber salad too. So sort of thinking about those Asian flavors as a drizzle in the on top of a stir fry as well, or even just with some nice Asian greens, maybe some steamed bok choy. So really simple and easy to do. That's the Asian sesame seed, sesame oil dressing. All right, we'll get that out of the way. Now with that particular dressing, I used a whisk, but there's other ways to do dressings, and I'm pretty favorite of this screw top jar. They're just old jam jars, old mustard jars that I clean out, sterilize, and then keep them for salad dressings like this because they're ideal, because I don't want to make a lot of mess. So this recipe comes from my girlfriend in Australia many, many years ago. And when she taught it to me, she sort of did, you know, a pinch of this, a pinch of that, and, you know, no sort of formal measurements. And I've sort of got it down to a little bit more of a science, and I'll share those with you. The main ingredients are dried spices of cumin, coriander, and curry powder, honey. We also then have seeded mustard, some regular white vinegar, and some vegetable oil as well. Okay, so we'll start off by adding some cumin, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon of cumin. And again, like the recipe that I gave you for the sesame oil, you're going to have to sort of taste as you go along. But I've been making this one for a year, so it's about a teaspoon of cumin, a teaspoon of coriander. This is dried coriander, ground coriander, and then curry powder. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I'm not a fan of curry. The curry in this salad dressing is unbelievable. It's mild, it's really beautiful. Anybody who says they don't like curry loves this dressing. So I'm going to add a little bit more of curry powder to this. I'm going to add probably about 2 teaspoons. And then to that, I'm going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey. Now that honey, the sweetness of the honey, is there to balance the curry. So it's almost like as much, you know, impact that you do with the curry, you need to do with the honey as well. Then I'm going to add good 2 tablespoons of seeded mustard. Don't use Dijon for this one. Definitely use the seeded mustard, okay? And I'm going to add about, I'd say, a 1/4 cup of white wine vinegar, or sorry, I keep saying white wine, just white vinegar. Gonna give it a shake. This is why I like doing salad dressings like this. It's really easy to do. Give it to the kids, get them to shake it. All right, no oil in here yet. We're just bringing all the ingredients together. It's nice and bright and yellow color. Then I'm going to add about 1/2 cup of regular vegetable oil. You can use canola oil as well. Give it a good shake again. All right, so like with all dressings, you want to put everything together, the ingredients together, and then add the oil at the end. All right, now with this one, you may need to give it a little bit more of a stir on the bottom because of the honey. No, it's all together. And if your honey is solidified a little bit in the fridge, just put it in a container, zap it in the microwave for about 10 seconds, and it'll be perfect. Okay, let me give this one a taste. That is my all-time favorite salad dressing. The curry, the honey, and then the little bit of crunch also of the seeded mustard. It's a really great one. I love this one drizzled over top of roasted vegetables, just a little bit right before you serve them. A great one with arugula salad, really nice with that. And also actually really good on a romaine lettuce. A little bit of that crispy crunchiness of the romaine pairs nicely with the sweetness of the honey. So 2 great dressings that you can keep in your repertoire. You're going to make them over and over and over again all season long. Very versatile. You'll love them, easy to do. And you know what? It's a little bit better than buying those store-bought ones. At least I know what I've put in them, right? Okay, so here's your salad dressings. Recipe of the week. Go make yourself salads. Off you go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later next time, okay? Hey, don't forget, drop me a line if you want to see a recipe that will do. More than happy to include them. So send me an email at thecookscompanion@simpatico.ca, and I'll be sure to include them as often as I can. Thanks. Have a great day.